Okay, we have a bobcat out here. Absolutely perfect for testing out the new Quist Reaper 762 by 39 rifle that comes in the new Rapid Hunt rifle pack. Today we are going to be testing it against the Ranger 243. Now they are both class 2 to 6 rifles, but I have a feeling that the Quist is quite a lot stronger. But today we're going to test it out to know for sure what the differences are between these two class 2 to 6 rifles. So this here is the Quist, and bobcats are class 2. So let's take our first shot. And Splat! He didn't feel a thing. Now let me know in the comments what you think of the new Rapid Hunt rifle pack. And somewhere in the video I am going to share a key phrase. Drop that in the comments for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel. And here he is. How you doing, my dude? All right. So from 140 meters, we got a double lung shot. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That bullet went right through this bobcat and out the other side. Literally. All right, I'm going to try and take a shot with the 243 on a perfectly broadside bobcat. We need to find another one. But before we do, let's actually go into the tent and have a look at the specs on these two rifles. Okay, so here we have the Quist Reaper 762 by 39. It has an accuracy of 85, a recoil of 43, a reload speed of 60, and a hip shot of 55, and it does carry 5 rounds. Now, when you purchase the Rapid Hunt rifle pack, it is completely free in the store. And here is the ammo for it. I am using polymer tips. So the Quist zeroes up to 300 meters, just like the Ranger 243 does. So for the ammo, it has a penetration of 34 and an expansion of 5 and is good for classes 2 to 6. Okay, so now we have the Ranger 243, which is a non-DLC rifle. It does come with the base game, so it is free. It has an accuracy of 78, a recoil of 46, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 76, and also has 5 rounds. So it weighs 3.5 kilograms, and the Quist weighs 4, so it weighs half a kilogram more. That's interesting. And here is the ammo for the 243, and we are using polymers. Again, they do have an effective range of 150 meters, so the 243 does 0 to 300 meters. The polymers have a penetration of only 30 and an expansion of 4, and again are good for classes 2 to 6. Okay, so to compare them, the 243 has a penetration of 30 and the Quist has a penetration of 34. So the Quist has more penetration, 4 points more. So the expansion for the 243 is 4 and the expansion for the Quist is 5. So the Quist also has more expansion. Let's see what that is going to mean in actual gameplay. Oh, we have a female. Absolutely sweet. This time we're going to shoot her with the 243. Oh, perfectly broadside. And also dropped this Mexican bobcat just like the Quist did. Okay, here she is. And again, a double lung shot from 145 meters this time. Not as much penetration. I mean, still a lot of penetration. The Quist did get more penetration on this bobcat. Not that it really matters. I mean, they both went splat instantly. So let's try that again from 300 meters this time on bobcats. The other thing I'm going to test out today is the Quist versus the Zarza 308. I do realize that the Quist is good for classes 2 to 6 and the Zarza 308 is good for classes 4 to 8. The reason I want to test them out against each other is you can actually run a loadout on maps that don't have any species above class 6 like here in Rancho with the Quist, the Virant 22, and that's it. Literally, that's it. And on maps that do have species that are above class 6, you can then add on the Arzina 300 or any class 7 to 9 rifle. And those 3 weapons will then cover every class on the map from 1 to 9. So I want to check out if I were to do that, what that is going to mean. How strong is the Quist? Okay, we have a bobcat here from about 300 meters. Not perfectly broadside, but that will definitely do the trick. So I am going to use the Quist this time. Get a 0 to 300 meters. I just realized I have the same skins on these 2 weapons. I need to change that. That is going to mess me up. Okay, enough stretching. All right, 0 to 300. And Splat! We got him. He didn't feel a thing. That was beautiful. Oh Oh my gosh, I did not get a vital. I must have got spine or something. I did. I got spine. Oh, that was way more of an angle than I realized. Holy. All right, we're gonna have to try that again. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys something. You know that awesome challenge that we were all going towards, the community challenge? Well, on PC, we are at 100%. We have completed the challenge, and my contribution was 245 kills. So that is awesome. View rewards. So that is the reward. Does that mean I have that now? Let's go into the tent and see. I don't know. Okay, this is perfect because I wanted to change my skins on the 243 anyway, so that it isn't the same as the Quist. Oh, there it is. Now I'm looking to see if anything is new in here, and I don't see anything new yet. I don't think so. I don't think it's there yet. All right, I'm gonna change to a completely different color, and I have been loving on the pinks lately. All right, start with pink there. My favorite pattern. Okay, so this is what I decided upon. $980, and we have a new skin for the 243. So that's what it looks like there. Definitely looks a lot different from the Quist, so I don't get them mixed up. Much better. Okay, so there's 15 hours left in the community challenge, so I would imagine when that time is up, then we will probably get our rewards. And of course, that's from right now, at the time of recording, and not when the video goes live, which will be tomorrow. So by the time this goes live, the community challenge will be over. Okay, we have a perfectly broadside level 4 female bobcat here. Let's see if I can get a vital shot with the Quist. That is absolutely perfect. Not easy, man. The Argus is a floppy scope. I think I just shot a blank. At least he didn't spook. Got him. I might have spined him again. I might have. So guys, I was thinking about doing a video comparing the new 308 and the new 30-06 with the Zarza 308. If that is a video you would like to see, let me know in the comments. And if we can get this video to 400 likes, I will go ahead and make that video. And guess what? We have a level 4, another one that did not spook. So let me just spot that one and mark it. And this should be around 300 meters. Okay, we're gonna take this one with my newly skinned 243. I'm gonna lay prone again. That gives you the steadiest shot possible. Okay. And dropped him! Or her. Dropped her. Okay, let's go have a look. And I did get a vital. Yes. Yes. I didn't spine it. I'm very happy. Okay, so this is the one we shot with the Quist. Yep, from 298 meters. There was definitely a little bit of an angle. Well, quite a bit of an angle. But we still got double lung with that angle. That's impressive. That really is impressive. Very cool. Now after this, I'd like to start shooting some bigger animals. I definitely want to test both of these rifles out on Whitetail. And this one we shot with the 243 from 301.24 meters. And we have the same angle. And we did get right lung, liver, and stomach. Again, not quite as much penetration, but we got lots of different organs. So far, they're doing pretty much the same. Well, the Quist is definitely getting better penetration. That is for sure. Okay, I changed the time and we have a really nice herd of whitetail out here. Now, I don't think I'd probably do the grind with the Quist, but if we were to do it, let's see how it would perform. I'm gonna put the Odin back on. Okay, so this is the Quist from about 200 meters. I'm just gonna shoot one, because then I'm gonna leave the map and come back, and we're gonna shoot the other one with the 243. So let's pay attention to how long it takes for this whitetail to die. I'm taking a perfectly broadside shot. He's going down very quickly. Holy! I'm kind of shocked. That whitetail just dropped. Well, we will be doing that again from 300 meters after we test out the 243 from 200 meters. But that, I didn't expect it to die that quickly. Okay, our whitetail definitely did not go far. And we got a double lung shot on a perfectly broadside whitetail. And that pretty close to dropped him. So there's the penetration. And whitetail, I think, are class 4, I believe, but it had no problem with this whitetail, none whatsoever. Okay, let's do that again with the 243. Okay, our whitetail are back, and we have another really nice buck here that we are going to shoot, well, one of them with the 243. It's going to be this one that is giving us a perfect broadside. So I'm going to 0 to 150 meters and try and take the same shot. Man, it took him a long time to drop. That is a huge difference from the Quist. He's not running away. He's just standing there until his health runs out, and he just went splat. That was a crazy difference. I am a little shocked right now. Holy. Okay, and here's our second whitetail that we shot with the 243. We got a single long and not a double long shot, and that was a perfectly broadside shot. So we're using polymers for both of these weapons, and the 243 definitely did not measure up compared to the Quist. Man, what a difference. If the 243 was able to get through to the second long, this whitetail would have died a lot faster. That was the big difference. That is fascinating. So that little bit of extra penetration that the Quist has is definitely making a huge difference on whitetail. Now I'd like to try that again, but this time from 300 meters. So let's see how the Quist does on a whitetail from over 300 meters away. And it's not going to be a perfectly broadside shot. Well, I'm going to go for this little 2. It's not perfectly broadside. It's a little bit of a quartering shot, but here we go. This is the Quist. I was a little far forward, but he is dropping. Okay, he is down. He didn't drop as fast as the whitetail did when we shot it from 200 meters. Oh, look at that. We have a 10th there. How perfect is that? So he definitely did not go very far, and we got right long, and we did blow through the scapula. I knew the shot was a little bit too far forward, but we did get a vital. So that was from 324 meters. I'm going to try that again. I really do want to find a whitetail so that we can take a perfectly broadside shot. I want to see if we are able to get double lung from 300 meters. So let's try that again. Okay, it's not perfectly broadside, but it is, I think it's a lot better. Let's try that again. See if we can get a double lung from over 300 meters with the Quist. I don't even have a hope for the 243 doing it, but I am going to try. Got him. It's going down. And splat. Okay, here he is. And we did get a single lung, and we didn't even get close to double lunging. Still was a little bit of an angle, but I don't think that we would have got a double lung from 300 meters. That's asking a lot. Like a lot. Still did a pretty great job though. Okay, we have another whitetail. Let's shoot it before it moves. So this guy is just under 300 meters, but this should definitely do the trick. And splat. I think we definitely got a double lung there. Okay, and our whitetail is a floater. Yes, double lung from 282 meters. I mean, it makes sense that the Zarza 308 is going to be stronger than the Quist. It definitely is stronger. Okay, so I just changed the time to bighorn drink time because I wanted to shoot a class 5 species, and look what's here. A level 5 bighorn. Look at the size of the horns on that guy. All right, we're shooting him with the Quist. Now, because I don't have a broadside, I'm going to get close. I'm going to take him from 200 meters or closer. And this can be our first test on a class 5 species with the Quist. Now, if we are going to test out the 243 and the Quist on a class 6 species, which is the biggest class that we do get integrity with these weapons, we're going to have to go to a different map, as there is nothing here in Rancho bigger than class 5. And the two class 5 species are bighorn and muleys. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that this is a diamond. Look at those crazy horns. That guy is huge. Now, he's 160, and you're blocking me, dude. 160 to 181. What is diamond for bighorn? Okay, so diamond is 164.63. I'm going to start moving to the right and creating a new angle for myself. I don't even have a shot right now. I just moved all the way over here, and now he's going for a walk. Please, give me a broadside. Come on, dude. You're killing me. All right, I'm taking this shot. Okay, so we're 0 to 150. I don't love the angle. All right, I'm going to move back and try and get a better angle once again. Okay, it's not a perfect broadside, but it's gonna have to do. This is the Quist, and we're taking him. Here we go. Got him. He's dropping, and splat. That did not take him long to die. The Quist just absolutely made short work of him. He is splattered. Okay, let's have a look at him. Oh my gosh, he is a monster. Look at the size of the horns. Holy, he is a beauty. That is pretty awesome. Okay, let's pick him up, and he is a diamond. 166.41 and 164.63 is diamond, so he makes it by about 1.8. So let's look at that shot. So yeah, it wasn't perfectly broadside. We are shooting from an angle, but we still, because of the crazy penetration, got right lung and liver. And this is on a class 5 species. I really don't think that the Zarza 308 would have done any better of a job on this bighorn from such a close distance. But we will take the diamond. Very cool. That is awesome. So that was a 121.74 meter shot. And had we been perfectly broadside, we definitely would have gotten a double lung shot. So very, very cool. And this is where we got him. This spot is awesome, guys. If you don't have a tent here, I would highly recommend it. I have found many trophies on this lake right here. The closest outpost is Casa de los Gonzales, but man, it's all mountains. And let's see, that is 760 meters away. So much better to just drop a tent. Okay, we have another bighorn sheep here. Has a pretty nice estimate, 159 to 181. But as you can see from his horns, he's not nearly as big as that level 5. He is diamond potential, but I really don't think he's a diamond. But we are going to shoot him, this time with the Ranger 243. We're about the same distance away from this bighorn as we were from that level 5 that we took with the Quist. So let's see how the 243 does from the same distance. Not dropping yet. Now he's dropping. He's not going to live for too long. And splat. Well, I can tell you for sure that I really do like the sound of the Quist better than the sound from the 243. It just sounds like a hollow sound to me. Maybe it's just because I've been listening to that sound for over 7 years. We are ready for a change for those class 2 and 3 animals. That's really what we're looking for. And here he is. He definitely did not go far. Let's have a look at this guy. Yeah, I mean, he's a nice bighorn. He's not a diamond. Ooh, he's very close to it though. Holy, 160.78. So he is less than 4 points under diamond. And we did get a double lung shot. It's not going to show us the penetration, but it is showing that we did get through to both lungs. That's very unfortunate. We can't really see quite an angle. It doesn't look like it's that much of an angle when you're taking it, but man, that is quite the angle. So the fact that we were able to get a double lung shot, I mean, it's not very far, 135 meters. Well, both weapons will do that on a bighorn. Okay, so this time we're going to take a shot from 300 meters on a bighorn with the Quist. See if we can get a double lung. He's dropping. He didn't start to drop instantly, but he did start to drop pretty quickly. And splat, he is down. Okay, here is our bighorn, and we got a single lung. Still not perfectly broadside, but we got very close. But we did not make it. I mean, getting a double lung from 300 meters, it's a tall order. It's not easy to do. And the Quist could not do it, but it did a good job. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot this bighorn with the 243 from 300 meters. I can almost guarantee you it's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna get a single lung. I think where the Quist stands out is when you are taking shots from 200 meters or closer. That is when the Quist is going to get a double lung, whereas the 243 is only strong enough to get a single lung. So I'm pretty much going through the motions here. Not dropping. Still not dropping. Did I not get the shot? Maybe I didn't get the shot. Oh, I did. He's dropping. Okay, the Quist definitely did a better job there. Definitely. That bighorn, when I shot from 300 meters with the Quist, started dropping way faster than it did with the 243. So I thought I was going through the motions, but that actually was interesting. And there's the vital blood splatter. I honestly thought I did not make the shot because it just took him so long to drop in health. It was kind of crazy. And with the Quist, that bighorn, we did not have to track him very far. I am still tracking this bighorn that we shot with the 243. So there is quite a big difference between the Quist and the 243. And the Quist is definitely the winner. Okay, so we ran 200 meters, and I think with the Quist, we didn't even go 30. I'd have to double check that, but we didn't go far. And there it is. Right lung shot, little on the high side from 288 meters. A little closer than with the Quist, but that is what happened. So that is really interesting. Very cool. I thought that was really interesting. So I would say that that is definite proof that the Quist is way stronger than the 243. I will definitely be using it every chance that I get. It is my new favorite class 2-6 rifle. But if you did enjoy the video or learn anything at all, go ahead and splat that like button. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Be sure to share the video and leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to recommend that you click right here for one of my craziest hunts in Virhonga Savannah.